See, the synthetic fibers which we are going to discuss are: number one, polythene, polyester, nylon, terylene or dacron, and last one is orlon. See, these all are what? These all are polymers. Polymers. See, the word polymer is derived or taken from the Greek word. Okay. Here there are two words. One is poly, which means many. Poly means many, and merge means unique. So, polymers are formed by joining two or more smaller units, okay, to form polymers. And these smaller units are basically what? Chemical units, of which the polymers are composed of. Okay. So now we will discuss one by one. See, polythene is used as carry bags, and in polythene there are many units of ethene which are joined to form polythene. Okay, many units of ethene joined to form polythene. These are used as carry bags, okay, and these are also derived. Many of the synthetic fibers are derived through petrochemicals. These are products from petrochemicals, petroleum products. Okay, so the fibers which are derived from the petroleum products are called petrochemicals. Okay, the chemicals through which these synthetic fibers are prepared. Okay. See, here also it is of two types. Another is PVC pipes. Another is PVC pipes. See, there are, first of all let me explain that there are two kinds of plastics. There are two kinds of plastics. One is thermoplastics, and other is thermosetting plastics. See, all the plastics which we use in our daily life purposes can be classified under thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Okay, so see, the examples of polythene and PVC pipes are of thermoplastics. Polythene and PVC pipes. Okay, and thermoplastics, bakelite and melamine. Example of thermosetting plastic is bakelite and melamine. See, bakelite are the plastics which are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, these are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Hence, these are used in the synthesis. Hence, these are used in the synthesis of electrical switches. Example: electrical switches and handles of utensils. Hence, since backlights are bad conductors of heat and electricity, hence these are used for the synthesis of electrical switches as well as handles of utensils. And melamine, see, melamine are also bad conductors of heat and electricity, but these are more fire resistant, okay, non-inflammable. Therefore, it is used as floor tiles. Therefore, it is used in floor tiles, fire resistant, and cooking wares or kitchenware. Okay, melamine is also bad conductors of heat and light, and it is more non-inflammable, than bakelite. Hence, it is fit for the purpose of synthesis of floor tiles, fire resistant clothes, and cooking wares or kitchenware. Okay. Now see. Now I am going to explain the difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. See, thermoplastics are the plastics which can be bent or deformed on heating. Bent or deformed on heating. Okay. Thermoplastics are the plastics which can be bent or deformed on heating. Hence, it can be molded and given some another structure or used for the synthesis of another items. Okay. But thermosetting plastics are hard, and these do not mold easily. Once given shape, these do not mold even on heating. Okay. Even on heating, it does not mold easily, or it cannot be given some another shape. Once it is molded in one shape, then it cannot be bent or molded into some another structure after heating. Okay, so it does not have the effect of heating. Okay, bad conductor of heat. Now we will see polyesters. Polyesters are fabrics which are prepared by combining many smaller units of esters. Okay, hence it is polyester. Okay, these are less water absorbent, light in weight. Okay, and its color does not fade in bright sunlight. Therefore, we use polyester fabrics. Okay, and these polyester fabrics can be mixed with cotton, and we get polycot, polysilk, polywool. Okay, different kinds of polycot, polywool, polysilk. Say a combination of polyester with cotton is known as polycot. A combination of polyester with cotton fabric is called polycot. A combination of polyester fabric with wool is called polywool, and a combination of polyester fiber with silk is called polysilk. Okay, so I have discussed polyester also. Now let us discuss nylon. Okay, see, now we will discuss the synthesis or the manufacturing of nylon. Okay, nylon. See, it is said for the nylon fabric that it is more stronger than steel. Stronger than steel wire. Since its fabric means nylon fabrics are stronger than steel wires, it is used for the synthesis of parachutes, okay, or mountaineering ropes. Fit for the synthesis of or manufacturing of parachutes and mountaineering ropes. Okay, nylon fibers are used for the synthesis of mountaineering ropes, also for the synthesis of parachutes. It is also used for the synthesis of socks, toothpaste, toothbrush. It is. Nylon fibers are used for the synthesis of cloths, for the synthesis of socks, toothbrushes also. Okay. See how nylon is prepared. Okay. See, nylon is the most common form of synthetic fibers which are used and which are most famous today. Okay. And these nylon fibers can be prepared by polycondensing. Okay, polycondensing of hexamethylene and adipic acid. Okay, the process which I am going to show you. See, it is basically a polyamide. It is basically a polyamide. Okay, it is basically a polyamide. Okay, nylon 66 is prepared by polycondensing of hexamethylene with adipic acid, and the solution is kept in autoclaves to get sheet-like structure. These sheets are divided into chips. These chips are melted in autoclaves and comes out from spinnerets to form fiber. See, it is basically a polyamide. Okay, nylon 66 is prepared by polycondensing hexamethylene with adipic acids. Okay, and the solution of hexamethylene and adipic acid is kept in autoclaves where it takes the shape of sheet-like structure. Okay, then this sheet-like structure is taken out of autoclaves and cut into small chips. These chips are again kept in autoclaves. Okay, where it gets melted, and the melted solution is passed through a spinneret. Okay, a spinneret are the basically funnel shaped structure through which liquid comes out from a narrow hole. Okay, from funnel shaped structure from which liquid comes out through a narrow hole or narrow opening. Okay, and when it comes out, then it solidifies. Okay, the solution gets solidified in coming with the near atmosphere, and then it is drawn into fibers. Okay, so see the term spinneret. The term spinneret I have already discussed. Okay, in the process of natural silk manufacturing process, I have discussed the spinneret. Okay, there it was an organ. Spinneret was an organ of Bombyx mori larva. Okay, Bombyx mori larva which synthesizes natural silk. Okay, by weaving cocoon around its bodies. Okay, there also I have discussed. So from there as it was part of the body of moth. Okay, from there it has been given the name of spinneret here. Okay, so autoclaves are also basically an instrument, or you can say a type of container in which the things gets sterilized or gets heated in the presence of steam. Steam is used to give heating effect. Okay, so this was the process of preparation of nylon. Now we will see the process of synthesis of terylene. Okay, see, terylene dibasic acid with dihydric alcohol. It is a combination terephthalic acid with ethylene glycol, from which its name has been derived. Okay, see, terylene is basically prepared with the reaction of dibasic acid with dihydric alcohol. Okay, it is a combination of terephthalic acid with ethylene glycol. Okay, from which it has given its name, from where it has taken its name. See, teri from terephthalic, okay, and ethylene lead. Okay, see, similarly nylon has also derived its name from the name of two cities, that is nylon from New York, and Lun from London. Okay, nylon has derived its name from the names of two cities where the research work has been started earlier. These were New York and London. NY from New York and LON from London. Okay, so these were the synthetic fibers. Now we will see Orlo, synthesis of Orlo. Orlo. See, Orlon is basically a polyacrylic fiber. Polyacrylic fiber. Okay. It is prepared of nitro. It is prepared from concentrated solution of acrylonitrile in oxide and hydrocyanic See, Orlon is basically a polyacrylic fiber. It is prepared by taking concentrated solution of acrylonitrile in ethylene oxide and hydrocyanic acid, and these solution are passed through spinneret, which I have discussed already. These solution are passed through spinneret, and from spinneret we get fibers. Okay, so these were the fibers.